Hello Tubesters, Gav yet again with another video. This is a unboxing of the Sioux Warrior. It's a 1 in 30 scale from Altores miniatures, or Altores, not exactly how you pronounce that, Studio, sorry, Altores Studio, not miniatures. It's a Sioux or Lakota warrior, you could say, from like, well, I don't know if you want to say Little Bighorn, Battle of the Rosebud, but maybe a lot earlier, because he's mainly got, there aren't any firearms on him, so probably could put him a lot earlier than that, I suppose. From what I've had a couple of looks at it, and it really is a beautiful figure. I'm wondering if it's computer sculpted, if that's the word. I don't know what word you'd use, but yeah, rather than potted sculpted, just by looking at the details. But it really is an exquisite little figure. So without further ado, let's take a look. Well, because it's right under me, here's the base. I have got everything else out of the bag, so I'll give you a little base should you want to use that. We'll go with the horse first. Horse is in two halves, just like the yeomanry figure, but if you notice, look at these big centering. Everything's already in there, so I'm wondering if this is like a CAD drawing one. I can't put it together because of these casting lugs here, but even where they are, I would say that they would be quite, you know, once you paired those away, should be a decent fit with those you know, casting lugs. As you can see, he's going full steam ahead. The horse's head itself, I mean, look at that, that's fantastic, that is. Look at the little teeth in there. It doesn't come with, just like the yeomanry figure, it doesn't come with a bridle. The native tribes often just put a rope, which I'm going to do, so it would be twisted wire again, but put a rope through the horse's mouth. But they also did use Western bridles as well, obviously, depending on what they'd captured or traded. But they seem to obviously like their own ways best. But very smooth. There isn't, I cannot see a blemish on, as in blowholes, you know, miscasting. As I say, I can't, with all these casting plugs here, I can't give you a exact fit, but you're going to have to fill some in. I mean, you know, it's obviously where things join and there's a seam. But I mean, I was actually going for a 75mm figure, and I saw this. They do three that I remember. They do this one, which is the Sioux Warrior. They do a Cheyenne Warrior with a buffalo war bonnet on with the horns, and they do also a buffalo hunt. You can either buy the buffalo separately, or they have a tribesman, I think, using a bow and arrow from a horse on them as well. This cost me around, I think, about £43 with the postage. You know, figures aren't cheap, unfortunately. I got this from El Greco Miniatures, where I get most of my stuff. They do a decent reward scheme as well, to encourage you to stick with them. But as you can see, well, let's just, I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, you see the beadwork there. I don't think I'm going to be picking out individual beads, but really nice. Again, we've got a locating plug, so there's not a problem in, you know, finding where you should best place to seat him. Obviously, that's his bare flesh there. But absolutely fantastic. Again, just like my previous video, if you've seen it, I'm operating on half my lights here. It's just that I thought, let's get these two videos out while I can. So that's his legs, torso. Be a bit careful removing that casting plug there, just because that'll be fairly delicate, I'd imagine. But beautiful movement. Got the strap there. That'll be for his quiver of arrows. Again, we've got more buckskin frills, more beadwork on the top. And I have tried as best I can. Obviously, again, we've got casting plugs, but the arms seem a nice, they seem to have that, you know, the right pose again. See, it's in this light grey resin. It's very light as well. Oh, it's a little figure, but again, nice. You know, you can centre that quite easy. As I say, I would imagine this has been done on a computer. What else have we got? Oh, we've got his little face here, and it is a little face. Now that seems, I might be wrong, it's, sometimes I'm looking at it, it seems slightly smaller than the Yeomanry Trooper's face. I should be around, this was in the 54mm category at El Greco. El Greco is a UK company, by the way. I don't have any affiliation to them. I bought this with my own money. It's just that I always like the service. And as I say, in these hard times, if we can shout people out, why not? War bonnet, I mean, look at that. That's beautiful, that is. We even got the little tufts of the other hair that they used to dye, you know, like red on the tips of the feathers. That's for a streamer, which again, there's no, it won't fit in the, oh, it might, no, it won't, I don't think, because of the casting plug, but that's the streamer. Again, you can see the little fluffy feathers that they used, usually dyed, and then the ones on the tops as well. But I mean, look at that, we haven't got where the feathers stick through the other side. Absolutely fantastic. We've got the very important shield. Some tribes only the warrior could handle them, none of the females or your wife or whatever couldn't handle them. They couldn't touch the ground. You know, a lot of medicine went into the war shields. Some had designs on, some not, some different colours, but a lot of medicine went into these. But look at the back. That's amazing, isn't it? That's got to be painted separately. Got no chance of me getting that close to his body as it shows on the diagram. Well, not diagram, on the box art. I don't know if that's a bit of thrift there that needs cleaning, but if it is, that's the only stuff I've seen. It's absolutely, you know, more or less perfect. As I say, fit-wise, I have no idea until the casting plugs come off, but if it's been done on a computer, you'd think, if it has been done on a computer. We've got our bow. Again, look how small that is. We've got beadwork along the top again. What else have we got? We've got the quiver there, or the top of it. Arrows again, how small those arrows are. More beadwork along the top. Again, everything's got a locating plug by the look of it. I don't know if this is if it's a coup stick or I'm not sure what that is, to be honest with you. And on the CAD drawing, looks like if this is, no, I don't know. I'm not going to shoot my mouth off, I don't know. But whatever it is, it looks very nice with the feathers on the top. And our spear, again, this was all put in small bags, to the foam on top. I have put a hairdryer on this. When I looked at it the first time, there's a very slight kink in it still. I might put some tape it to my desk and put the hairdryer over it again. See if we can get that. It is more or less there. It wasn't massively bent out of shape before. So, you know, you can see it's not that bad. Dainty little hand. I mean, the hand is fantastic. Look at that. Oh, it's always a good day when things come out of a box and they are top notch. Because as we say, I mean, this is 43 quid. They're not cheap. You know what I mean? You know, you want to know that you're getting a good figure for what you're paying, and I thoroughly believe you are with this one. So this is, give these guys one last plug. Again, I bought this myself from El Greco, so I've got no tie-in with the company. Altores Studio, and they do lots of, if you like me, I'm a big fan of the American West, the native tribes, mountain men. They do at least one mountain men in 75mm. yeah, you know, if I like that genre, anything to do with the West, really, from the trapping days, and even the modern days. I'm quite happy to, if this was a Bocking Bronco, I'd be quite happy to paint it. Yeah, look out for that one, guys. Let's just leave it there. Look out for this one. It will be coming up. I've lost my fear after doing the yeomanry horse. I was terrified, as you know. I have a go at scale modelling, and I will always be having a go at scale modelling because I enjoy it. But I'm useless at doing seams on aircraft, cars, and all this, and yet I managed to get that horse and the yeomanry figure done. So I really, before I went on to another 75mm figure, I wanted to have a go, at another one. And as I love this type of genre particularly, I really fancied having a go. So I've gone for another 54mm. I can't afford the prices for the 75mm mounted figures. I mean, they're going into like 70, 80 quid, and that's just too much for me. So we'll occasionally splurge out on one of these 54mm figures. And I've also got, obviously the previous video, I've got a bust of the 17th Light Dragoons in the American Revolution I'm painting up at the moment. And after this one, after the mounted figure, I'll be doing my fighter pilot with the Cocker Spaniel on his shoulder. That's the bust, which you'll see in my videos as well, my unboxing videos as well. So, guys, thank you very, very much for stopping by and taking a look. I can't wait to get brush moving on this one. As I say, it's going to be a bit of filling and sanding first, and that hopefully not a lot, but wherever you've got a seam, you've got to try and fill it. So I've got that to go, and there's obviously a lot of things you've got to stick together on this guy. But once he's all together and just dry mounted, I'll do a quick video just so you can see if there's much, if I tell you there's much to fill or whatever. And then we'll crack on with him as well. I can't wait to do war paint on that face in 54mm. That's going to be fun. Right, guys, look after yourselves. Keep the brushes moving. Keep enjoying your painting. Keep enjoying your modelling. And we'll catch each other very, very soon on another video.